The fires of war had dimmed across Realm 1135, leaving behind only drifting ash and broken towers. From that silence rose the strangest of summons. An invitation written on parchment scented with roses and glitter, sealed in pink wax bearing the mark of AMK. The message read, "To the honorable warriors of the Forsaken Empire, let us meet beneath the moon in peace and poetry. Lord Wolf, ambassador of feelings." The Forsaken Empire laughed. Shizumura himself, the storm-eyed general whose sword had ended 10 kingdoms, smiled for the first time in months. "Poetry," he murmured, "can be as sharp as steel, if delivered correctly." So he accepted. At the appointed hour, beneath the great moon bridge of Realm 1135, the two sides met. On one side stood Wolf, dressed in flowing robes that shimmered like oil on water, surrounded by AMK nobles carrying bouquets instead of blades. On the other, Shizumura and his lieutenants stood in black armor, their silence heavier than iron. "Welcome, brave Forsaken," Wolf declared with a bow so dramatic it nearly unbalanced him. "Let us put aside our artistic differences." Shizumura raised an eyebrow. "You mean your sieges that ended in sonnets?" Wolf beamed. "Ah, you heard of those. Inspiration is contagious." Behind him, Nika presented a chest overflowing with gems. "A gift," she said. "May it remind you that peace is more profitable than conquest." The Forsaken generals exchanged glances. They had expected another trap, not a treasure. Shizumura stepped forward, his blade glowing faintly red in the moonlight. "Gold cannot buy honor," he said, "but it can fund hospitals and arrows. We'll accept, for practical reasons." Wolf clapped his hands. "Marvelous. Then it's settled. We shall be allies, the sword and the quill." "Perhaps," Shizumura replied. "But remember, the sword cuts swiftly while the quill takes its time." For months afterward, AMK and the Forsaken Empire shared an uneasy peace. The poets composed odes to their new allies. The warriors rolled their eyes but enjoyed the silence of an unburned realm. Slowly, respect replaced mockery. Wolf learned tactics from the Forsaken commanders, and though his troops still marched out of rhythm, they now marched. Nika financed new towers for the common realm, gaining a kind of admiration money had never purchased before. And when the next invasion came, a realm of strangers with no humor and no heart, it was Wolf who sent the first rally, his robe traded for armor, his quill replaced by a sword etched with a single line. Beauty and fury, two halves of victory. The Forsaken Empire joined him without hesitation. Side by side, poets and killers fought as one, and their banners, one black, one rainbow, flew together against the storm. When the battle ended, Shizumura turned to Wolf and said quietly, "Perhaps there's strength in both the blade and the verse." Wolf smiled, brushing ash from his sleeve. "And perhaps," he said, "legends are simply poems written in blood." Little did Wolf know that Shizumura only agreed to peace because had Operation Save Beauty in progress. To be continued.